What's up, my boys? It's iBroadAttention here, bringing you to form another impressive video showing how to achieve a great goal to the threshold while being a productive teammate. What's going on, YouTube? And if you can't see it right now, I'm lagging like shit, and I'm gonna be in a toolbar the entire game. But it's not gonna stop me from completely destroying, annihilating, discombobulating the entire enemy team. And this is pretty much what you can do if you gather up 5 good friends, you know, that are pretty goddamn good at the game and completely destroy your opposition, you know. And in this game in particular, I think I'm going to be rolling with the Marathon, if not Scavenger, with the FAMAS Red Dot sight, and I do believe I have AA-12 grip on swap. But before I go any further, I wanted to say that I'm going to be doing a lot of minor editing, like transitioning from screen to screen, simply because, as you guys may know, if you play Demolition, the games tend to get a little longer than normal. In this particular case, it was a 15-minute video, but after some minor editing, I pretty much brought this video down to 8 minutes and 40 seconds-ish. But pretty much what I'm going to try to do this commentary is educate you guys, not only in Demolition, Rundown, Modern Warfare 2, but Demolition in general, how it's played and how it's supposed to be played. Right now you'll notice that I stayed on that ledge, on that little building, for the entire first round. Does that make me a camper? I hope so, because if not, then I wouldn't be iBroadAttention. And, but, you know, that first round, I pretty much, you know, just laid down a claymore right towards that entrance near that bridge and stayed on that ledge to gain a vantage point on my enemies. And that's what you should do all the time, you know, never go into a fair gunfight. I mean, because that leaves it up to chance or lag or, you know, noob tubes, or in Modern Warfare 3's case, you know, lag compensation or FMG9 akimbos. You know, anything can happen in a 50-50 gun war. For example, right now, I'm swaying back and forth looking for my next victim, and, you know, I'm like, okay, if I have the leverage, you know, the height leverage, I can completely annihilate somebody. So this guy, he thinks he has me, he runs up the stairs and he gets AA-12 to the face. Just by swapping to my secondary, I tipped things into my favor, and obviously I had the height advantage because I was on top of the stairs and he was on the bottom, unless, of course, he had, you know, fucking commando. There was no way that he was going to win that war. And over here, you'll notice I have the chopper gunner, right? And lag plus chopper gunner is no good. Now, lag plus painkiller plus chopper gunner is even worse. Like, this entire team is getting annihilated pretty much because my team has locked him down in the palace. Did you notice that at the very beginning of this particular round, I placed my Harriers right on top of this palace? That's simply because that no matter what, unless you completely go in and like completely tear up the spawn, they're not going to be spawning elsewhere. They're always going to be in the back of that palace or right next to the left-hand side of that palace, leaning towards the A-bomb. Unfortunately, my chopper gunner got shot down, so I'm like, oh shit, you know what I gotta do? You know, hopefully I can, you know, gather all these next kills, you know, with my gun, and I don't get screwed with the commandos or with the painkillers or with the noob tubes, because God knows, you people know how bad, you know, how unlucky this entire, you know, game was towards the huge kill streaks, because you'd always die one off of them. If you know what I mean, thumbs this video up. But right now you'll notice something. There's a little bit less than 30 seconds on the clock left, right? So as, you know, you're trying to extend the game as long as possible to get as many kills as possible, right? So what you do is, you know, you wait till that, you know, clock, the little game time thing goes down as much as possible. Then you plant the bomb, simply because if you plant the bomb, you get an extended 4 minutes, 3 minutes, and 30 seconds. And let me tell you, when you have those 3 minutes and 30 seconds, 4 minutes extra to kill somebody while they're being spawn locked, I mean, it's not a pretty sight. And over here, I think this guy's going to kill me, so I'm like, oh shit, I'm running around in circles trying to hide. There's a guy right on top of me. Somebody try to kill him, because I'm going to lose this nuke. And, you know, I don't know what happens, because, either somebody kills him or, you know, he disappeared off the face of the earth, or at least in this game, because I couldn't find this guy. But right now you'll notice that I believe I aimed down towards the palace. The palace back there right now, right here. You'll notice that that's the palace that I'm talking about. They'll always spawn there regardless, and what I try to do is stay back here. You know, I'll pick up the scraps. I'm like a scavenger. You know, I pick up the scraps, but slowly but surely I got the nuke. And over here I make another little transition. And what will end up happening, I want to show you something right now. Like right here I'm looking for another guy because I'm like, okay, this round is almost over. And you'll see how bad the spawns are right here. Boom! You saw that guy? He spawned there right as I was looking towards him. I mean, he had absolutely no chance of having a fair gunfight whatsoever. And I just wanted to show you that little clip right there, just to give you, a perception of reality. This can happen in, it has happened in Modern Warfare 3. It has happened in Black Ops. Rest assured, it still happens in Modern Warfare 2, obviously. And pretty much right now is wash, rinse, and repeat. I stay on this ledge and go back to work. Now, like I said, this strategy, this mythology, this whatever you want to call it, it applies to every game. Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty 4, Call of Duty World at War. Hell, it applies to zombies. It's just, if you can hold down a section of the map, strongly, there's absolutely nothing your opponents can do. And to completely get my point across, I'm going to use an analogy. Now, most of you that watch me live in North America according to my demographics. But if you don't, I'm going to be talking about American football. And the specific game that I want to talk about is the Super Bowl. I'm sure a lot of you last week, spent the, Sunday night watching the football game with your family, right? Alright, so at the very, very end of the game, it was, clutch time. Eli Manning threw a long ball to Mario Manningham. Now, the perfect defense was set up to stop that play, but because Eli Manning threw a perfect ball, there was no defense for it. It was impossible to stop, or if it was possible, it was very, very, very difficult. Like, a huge play needed to be made. And that applies exactly to, Modern Warfare 2 or Call of Duty 4. If you can hold down a strategy locked down, similar to what we did here, there's absolutely no defense for it. I mean, you're just going to get your ass handed to you, and you got to take it like a man. And, for example, like, this is what not to do, and we actually accidentally let them plant the bomb. And we were trying to defuse it, but once people started trying to, like, AT4 us across the map and shit like that, it's just like, it's that time to unleash the nuke on those motherfuckers, And, getting the nuke is a very, very, it feels good, it feels like, you've accomplished something, although you've accomplished absolutely nothing because it's only a video game. But it's a very good feeling, and over here I picked up 2 kills at the end, hoping to, boost my KD up just a little bit more. Anyways, you guys, I finished 65-5, completely destroying my opponents, and that includes my teammates. Look how well they did. And that was simply towards one logic, and that's how to spawn trap and knowing their spawns. If you know that in any game, whether that be Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3, you're good to go. Anyways, you guys, this has been I Brought a Tense, signing out.